I've never been afraid of silence. In fact, solitude is probably one of the greatest gifts God could have given me. As an introvert, my energy comes from my solitude, from my aloneness, and for some that comes across as lonely, but to me it's just being alone. This year has been the year of most forceful solitude in any of our lifetimes, I'm definitely sure of that, which for some is a blessing. The end of the world for others. Yet notice what I call it solitude, we all know it as isolation. What does it look like to live out the difference between solitude and isolation? The definition of solitude is the state or situation of being alone. The definition of isolation is to be far away from other places, buildings, or people, remote. I like to think through these definitions, solitude is much better. To be in solitude is simply to have no other company there. To be isolated is to be far out of reach from people. Solitude for sure sounds like a choice. Isolation seems forced. So let's change our action. Let's change this from isolation to solitude. Jesus went out into solitude. Jesus wasn't really isolated. Our calling is to be more like Jesus, and Jesus didn't isolate from people. He walked in solitude, knowing the power that comes when we sit alone and soak up the presence of God. Jesus walked alone without people to keep his eyes on the kingdom, not on earth. Jesus never isolated himself. Jesus knew the power of connection and relationship, both from heaven to earth and with the people walking alongside him on earth. Can this not be an opportunity for God to show us the beauty of solitude? Do we not have the power of technology on our side, equipping us to ensure we know we aren't isolated? People aren't far, they're distanced. Is this not a chance to walk in the power of Christ, to walk in the freedom of being all in for God and not earthly gain? Is this not a fantastic opportunity to really, really get to know our Saviour, who wants to be our Abba? Are we not greeted with the greatest challenge of our lives, to learn to balance valuing and connecting with others whilst acknowledging this to be a mighty gift for the easy opportunity of time to sit with God, to go deeper, to be filled further, to learn kingdom values? From today, I encourage you to greet each day with the joys of solitude and wash off the anger and fear that grows in constant isolation. So call a friend, have a laugh, tell them you love them, and when the silence fills, sit, laugh, and chat with the creator of the stars, of the oceans, and of you.